What a return to the Goon series. I'm excited for this. It's your boy Jobbers and Goons. Initially, I was going to do a list style video, for example, to follow up to top 10 goons that'll put you on a t-shirt and have no chill. But we're going to go with an individual video today because that's the vibe. And I was going through the like goal videos that I have lined up, the purchased one, requested ones. That'll all be done this month. And the one I went with is Ganondorf, because after going through his section, going through all of the material I have on him, I actually had bought the manga for it a long time ago for Zelda. Dude's my spirit animal. He's a fucking goon. So we're going to talk about Ganondorf moments today. He's hilarious. I hope you guys enjoy. And if you're a fan of him, or a fan of the Goon series, Zelda, or my material in general, make sure to smash the like button, subscribe, and if you want to see your favorite character on this channel or my second channel, The Coffee Shop, hit me up on Discord and we can talk about purchasing, as well as you can join my server, which is free to join, where we hang out all the time, play a bunch of games. But anyways, getting back to this, I hope you guys enjoy, and without further ado, let's begin. So who is Ganondorf? We need to talk about who homie really is. Shout out to my boy Ganon and Orangutan on Discord for helping me out with the shit, as well as my boy Dan helping me gather all of his most iconic Goon moments. Let's kind of go over his origin. So the boy Ganon actually comes from a demon king, right? Had beef with the goddess, hates that bitch so much that he put a curse on her bloodline, or anyone with the blood of the goddess, that essentially he will have a form of himself come back and hate on their ass. And the strongest of the haters throughout all the timelines is the boy Ganondorf. So that's right, he's literally like the greatest of all haters within the multiverse. It instantly gives him potential to be tier 4 goon status. Now, another thing that's interesting with Ganondorf's inherent disposition is that the form of hating on the goddess is a universal constant, as in it appears in all realities. So literally, conceptually, no matter where you pop up, you see Ganondorf, he's hating. Like, big homie is hating on somebody at that junction when you see him. So that in itself makes him god tier to me. Like, I just think it's a great way to start. Now let's get to the time Ganondorf first met Link, which would be way early on, and you'll see obviously on screen. Now, by the way, if you guys want to see a part 2 to this, you got to hit 400 likes. That is the like goal for part 2. But getting into this, so he runs into Link, right? And he's like, yo, I know, little kid, I know you saw that white horse galloping off into the distance. Which way did the horse go? Now, the horse is, keep in mind, Link is literally like, he's mute, he's not talking. So he's like, alright, you don't want to tell me where the horse is? Like, you didn't see that shit? You want to play with me? Alright, kid. He's like, you must feel brave. You must feel like a big dog. And he was like, let me show you something, kid. Like, since you think you want to be tough. He shoots the mute Link for not talking to him. That's right. How goony does it get? Hits him with a magic bolt and pops it off and is like, that's right, bitch. You should have just told me the answer. It was like, oh my god. Ganon is a monster. Alright, next is when, after, you know, their encounter, Link's like, okay, I gotta boss up. And he draws the Master Sword from the pedestal of time. Here's the issue with that. Doing so opened ways to the sacred realms. That's when you see the boy Ganondorf pull up and be like, yo, bitch, I knew you were gonna open that shit. He was like, I knew I would easily be able to run your pockets after you opened it. So I knew that you had the key, just had to wait for you to use it, dummy. And you used it. So he literally just used Link for the pick and roll and dashed into the fucking Sacred Realms. And he was like, alright, see you, bitch. I'm going to hit the lick now. And was gone. Another big thing with Ganondorf that makes him a hooligan is this man creates often versions of him or like manifestations of him that can give like straight hands to even main character types, but in terms of like scaling to him, they really don't. So case in point, Phantom Ganon, right? A being from the beyond. It pulls up and gives hands to Link, like it's legit going back and forth. After eventually Phantom Ganon is defeated by Link, Ganon clowns the Phantom version and is like, yo, you're worthless, you're trash, you're not me, you're basically fake Jays. Cast him away, right? He's like, you're fine. Get out of here. And it's like, damn, that was actually someone capable of swapping hands with the main character. But, you know, to Ganon, it's just, like, you know, trash he uses to throw at his haters. It's nothing serious to him. Now, eventually, of course, they're trying to reach the real Ganondorf. This is done by forming the Bridge of the Sages, taking several key elements and combining them. You know the vibes if you played the game. And eventually Ganondorf is reached, right? And when he's reached the Triforce, which is literally powered by concepts, pieces are there. He's like, yo, these are like toys, right? He's like, these toys should not be played with by you, though. He's like, I demand you, peasant, run your pockets. And he's like, you're going to give me these, you know, items, which are toys to me, but are crazy to you. You're going to give me these, or, of course, I'm going to put you on a t-shirt. And it's just crazy how powers these strong, like this strong, is something he casually considers a toy level power to him. It's just hilarious. Next is Ganondorf being a tank. So Ganondorf is, some people think he can be killed by like holy or blessed weapons, but he's actually never been killed from what I've seen in canon from actual holy or blessed weapons. He can be hurt and stuff and damaged, but never been killed. He actually got stabbed in the face by the Master Sword and was not killed by it, simply sealed away later. And, you know, just the fact that what's considered the main things to kill him, homie has literally displayed he can get stabbed by them or take hits to vital organs and it does nothing to him, just eventually he loses the plot and getting sealed. Pretty crazy. Like, he's one of the toughest goons to kill that you will see on the channel. And even when the main character gets him, you know the boy is coming back to ball out. Next, we talk about the timelines and how they split up into like main 3 timelines, how that shit went after the initial battle. There's one where he's an adult. There's one where he's a kid, goes back in time and tries to rule them of the fact that like Ganon's gonna wild out. And there's one where Link is actually killed by Ganondorf. So this is crazy because it shows that literally Ganondorf is such a hater across the different timelines as a concept that like he defies fate openly to actually kill Link when Link's fated to win. So that's pretty crazy. So yeah, literally it shows in the timelines right there. You can see that Ganondorf, literally his hate's so crazy. Yeah, in one of the timelines, he straight up kills Link. And this is where we start to see different versions of Ganondorf, including the heavier version that likes to pimp slap the shit out of children. Now, speaking of pimp slapping the children, let's talk about like his phase of that. This shit was crazy. Like, literally, I think at one point, like, dude, if you pull up on Ganondorf, he's gonna treat you with the respect of an op. You're gonna get the hands. You're gonna get the pimp slap. Doesn't matter how old you are. So, like, we've seen with Link, like him literally just slap him around. We've seen him like straight up just like grab and yeet some of the smaller characters. We saw at one point him pull up on, I think it was Zelda, put away his sword just to backhand the shit out of her. God tier pimp hand phase. Shout out to Ganondorf's pimp hand. Now, final moment for the video. Smash the like button if you want to see part 2, because it only gets crazier from here. Ganondorf being a tank, right? Like, at this moment, the moment we're talking about where he's slapping the like, the fat version, he's slapping the shit out of these kids. He gets pulled up on with all these weapons, and he's tanking them. Some can damage them, like light arrows, sage shit, like stuff like that. Yeah, sure. But, like, at one point, even the sword, when it's not fully powered, it's not awakened, and it can't cut him. He's like, you dumbass kid. Slaps shit out of him and is like, that's not enough. Unless it has, like, specific magic, you're not doing shit to me, Goofy. And slaps the hell out of him. So, again, don't pull up on him unless you want the hands. That boy Ganondorf's a beast. But anyways, guys, let me know what you think of Ganondorf in the comment section down below. Are you a fan of him? He's oftentimes considered one of the GOAT of video game characters. So definitely let me know your thoughts in the comment section. Thank you so much for watching and all your support so far. We are getting closer to 18K, so definitely help us get there. It's been your boy Jobbers and Goons, and I'll see y'all later. Peace.